Hey, welcome back, guys. Okay, so now that we know what frontend is, let's start looking at what frontend development is, right? So now that we've established that frontend is the part of the application that the user sees and interacts with, um, now frontend development itself is an aspect of web applications development that focuses on the user-facing side of the application, right? So think of it as that aspect of software development that focuses on the user-facing features, building out components that allow users to experience this application. Okay, so usually there's a lot that go into building web applications. You have to talk about the servers, you have to talk about the databases, and then you have to talk about the front end, of course, right? So you have to talk about the APIs and all that. We're going to talk about APIs in later videos. But now let's focus on front end, right? So all of those things that go on behind the scene that make up the application. The only part that the user really cares about is the front end, right? So front end development focuses on building those interfaces, right? So when you think of how you would interact with a typical web application, so I'm going to use your social media application, for instance. So when you log into your Facebook, or let's say when you open your Facebook, when you open Facebook in the browser, you're going to either be prompted to log in, right? And then when you're asked to log in, basically there is a text box where you're supposed to type in either your username or your email or your phone number. And then there's another text box where you type in, let's say, your password. And then there's a button you click that actually says login, right? Now, all of those, everything that goes into building out interfaces like that is called front-end development. So usually, to make that happen, you would require some coding skills, right? To be able to build out an interface like that, it requires some coding skills. Front-end development is one of those tech roles that require coding skills, right? So think of front-end development as a role in tech, a very, very important one at that. Now, the core technologies that is used in front-end development are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So take the Facebook login page we talked about, for instance. So to be able to code that interface, right, and then have that text box where you type your phone number or your email, and then you have another text box where you type in your password. And then you notice also that sometimes when you type in your email, you get to see what you are typing. You can see, let's say you type johndoe@gmail.com, you see it, right? And then when you type in your password, you notice you don't really see the characters you're typing. You just see some dots, right? So those are um, what front-end developers do. I mean, the idea is to protect your password so that someone looking over your shoulder won't be able to see your password, right? So typically you achieve things like that using HTML, CSS, and then you use JavaScript. Now when you are done typing, you just click the button, right? Click a button, and then it takes maybe some seconds or some milliseconds, and then it returns either successful, or and then you get into your dashboard, or it says something went wrong and it returns an error. Maybe you don't have internet access on your mobile phone or your computer, or it returns that the password and username combination you entered is incorrect. You get to see it. So all of that is front-end development, making you giving you a way to interact with the application. That is front-end development. The colors, the layouts, and all of that is front-end development. So I'm going to talk more about front-end development in the next video, but in this video I'm going to stop this here and then continue in the next video.